Charly Camacho, is with the House of Whitley, and you brought these incredible
World War II binoculars. These are German naval binoculars, but we have them from Japan, from Russia, from all over the world.
People are fascinated by them.
They love them. Well, they're completely refurbished. The optics are pristine, like if they were new, and people love it. They're like a piece of furniture that you can have in your home.
Oh, but functional.
Functional, of course. Functional art.
You bring these and a lot of other fantastic, interesting objects to exhibits.
Of course. Yeah, we also have 50-million-year-old fossils. We have old outboard motors from last century, from the mid-50s to the early 1900s. We have an incredible Spanish artist that does three-dimensional art, but without using digital technology. It's all made of pieces of wood. It's incredible, incredible.
Why do you think people are so fascinated by these, what seem to be artifacts from the golden age of the 20th century?
It's because they're very real. They're organic. They are what they are. They don't pretend to be anything else. They've just been cared for, like if they were furniture, like pieces of art. But they are. That's what it is. People either like them or they don't.
What do people ask you about these binoculars in particular?
The provenance, where they came from. The first question they usually ask is, what ship are they from?
Yeah.
And we never know, because we get them from a salvage yard. And so they're from decommissioned ships, and we get them. They're all painted, they're banged up, so they have to be refurbished and taken care of and restored. And
it's kind of like restoring
an old car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like restoring an old car.
So you must love what you do.
You got to. If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
What got you involved in putting back life into something that has basically been discarded?
Well, art, means a lot of things to different people, and we found that there's room for this kind of older technology that was in its heyday state of the art, and it still is, because it's not only beautiful, but it's functional. You can. The optics are, they were the best of the best at the time. The German Zeiss, the Japanese Fuji, you couldn't beat them.
And you bring these artifacts to exhibits like this at the Paul Fisher Gallery, and it really adds an extra dimension to the exhibit, doesn't it?
I think it does. I think it grounds it a little bit. It brings back a little bit of history. People like things that tell stories, and these tell stories. Each one of these, you can imagine, in the 1940s, the guys that were on this side were trying to kill the guys that were on this side. So it's a grounding factor.
And amazingly, it beckons you. Everybody wants to look through them
and touch them. That's why I always carry, because everybody touches them and they need to be polished. Yeah, no, but we encourage people to touch them.
Well, we're here at the Paul Fisher Gallery, but in West Palm. But how could people get more information about the artifacts that you have?
We are at the Gallery of Amazing Things in Dania Beach, Florida, which is just south of the airport in Fort Lauderdale. And we have a 50,000 square foot gallery on the ground floor and a 25,000 square foot museum on the second floor. So the first floor is a gallery, everything is for sale. The museum, nothing is for sale.
That's fantastic.
It's amazing. We also use it as event space. So if you want to have your bar mitzvah there, you can have your bar mitzvah, you can have a wedding, we've had everything there, from zoo animals to Hindu weddings.
That's incredible. All right, is there a website people can go to?
Yes, houseofwhitley.com.
We got it. Enjoy tonight.
Thank you.